Monterey, California, El Estero Lake. This is a island in the middle of the lake that was not put there by man. There's just a high spot in the dirt and trees took root. So this would be considered a mangrove like island. These are not mangrove trees, but they act like them. There's a diversity of trees in that island, and people go out on little boats and get to the island and will stomp around in there, and it's basically just a mud pit from everything I've heard. It acts like a marsh and a filter for this lake. This lake has really high turbidity. There's a lot of sediment floating in the water. It's not a clear lake. It's a very shallow lake, and it's man-made. Every 10 or so years they come and have to dredge it out and remove the bottom layer. There's the ocean is about 100 to 200 yards to the north of the lake, past those trees. And the edge of the lake right here has a diversity of plants, everything from grasses to sages, all the way to trees. There's cypress trees and willows and stuff like that. A lot of this is not maintained or planted by the city. Some of it was originally planted, and then it's just kind of gone wild. There's all kinds of things like clover, mallow, and alfalfa growing on the edges. There's a bunch of different types of grasses and plants I'm not, keenly aware of. But right here, there's a reed species that's just on the edge, taking up its position. So the reed species is a great filter for material passing through its root set. Again, this is not heavily maintained, whereas the path is compacted, decomposed granite, and it is kind of maintained. And then the grasses next to the road are mowed, but they're not really reseeded or maintained. You can see the gophers come through here and dug up a lot, and again, not really maintained. They keep it to the absolute minimum of maintenance. These are all gopher mounds. These are gopher mounds for Gopher Metropolis. You can see that these gophers are hard at work making their home here. Anyways, this is a good example of how we can design a property to actually function, where we can have multiple types of terrain and multiple types of features all working in harmony. We can have mangroves, we can have lakes or ponds, we can have growing species of plants, we can have walkways and parks, and these plants could be planted out to stuff that's useful to us instead of stuff that's not useful. We could definitely select species that are to our benefit, that are edible or medicinal or used for construction, things that can be harvested by us and used. Most of this is just originally for ornamental purposes and doesn't serve a directed function. Good stuff to think about. Have a great day.